So the best way to deal with this is just to do it, all right, and see what goes on. So this is equal to 0. So I am going to strongly encourage you to write down what a, b, and c is so that I can see it. The number in front of the x squared, there is no number. That means a 1 almost every single time in math. The number in front of the b is the number in front of the x is a -5, and the number by itself is a -7. Make sure you take the signs with the numbers. Okay, they're not all positive. Okay, the formula is, I'm going to write the formula down the first few times, and then I probably won't after that. -b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And you know what? I'm going to screen clip that, and that way I can paste it each time rather than being lazy and not having the formula there every time. Actually, I'm going to do a better job of screen clipping this than I just did. Okay, so you should screen clip this also. But you can paste it and don't have to write it every time. But we want to get my row a little crooked there. I want to make sure I get my radical. All right, so now that's copied, so I can paste it on the rest of the problems. Okay, plug the numbers in carefully. All right, -b. B is a -5. It already has a negative in the formula, so there's going to be 2 negatives here. Plus or minus -5 squared minus 4 times 1 times -7. I got an extra parenthesis in there for some reason. All over 2 times 1. Make sure that your fraction is underneath the entire thing, not just the radical. All right, a lot of times, again, stuff that I start to see people do, the fraction is overly over here. All right, the fraction is under the whole thing. All right, break it down into 3 parts to start with. If you have to simplify anything there, simplify it. Just take the part under the radical and deal with it, and then just take the bottom. Okay, the first part will normally be very simple. It'll either be just what was there, or in this case, it'll be +5. And then the bottom is 2 times 1. It'll be 2. You're multiplying 2 numbers together. I'm going to take my calculator. I'm not typing in the square root. I'm typing in what's under the square root. Exactly how it looks with the parentheses. And I get 53. Okay? So after I do this, I may be done. All right? I have to simplify it. If anything under the radical is simplified, then I deal with that. It doesn't here. All right? Then reducing things, I can only reduce things if those 3 numbers all have a common factor, which they will sometimes, and you'll see some examples like that. All right? But in this case, that's it. There's nothing to do. Now, don't fall for the trap of, oh, man, this is always really simple, because it's not. That's the first one. There's no simplifying to do, and there's nothing else to deal with.